everybody. Thank you for coming to join us today for our activity class. This is Rebecca and Sarah, who are my wonderful colleagues who have agreed to come and do this today. And what we're hoping today is that to show you some activity that everybody can do at home. So whether you are a powered wheelchair user, a manual wheelchair user, whether you use a rollator or a walking aid or elbow crutches and you want to sit down to give yourself a bit more balance, whether you are able to ambulate independently, you're able to get in and about, but you want to actually do the sitting, because let's face it, we all have good days and bad days, and sometimes a seated activity is much nicer because we feel that we're still doing something and we're not worried about our balance and things. So whatever your ability, you are most welcome here today, and don't worry, we'll give you lots of different things. There's something here that every single one of you can do, and I'll give you lots of alternatives, and we've got your back, so don't worry about that. If there's something that you feel, oh, I'm not so sure about that, it's not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be, just stop. I don't want anything to feel painful. Or you're stressing or straining or trying too hard. It has to be within your comfort levels. So make this your own personalised activity class today, and yeah, let's get started. Let's see how you got on. Okay, so I want your feet flat on the floor, sit nicely on your chairs with your thighs fully supported. Hands can either be on your knees or on your armrests, whatever is easiest for you. We're going to start off with some deep breathing, because our breath is the start of all movement, and I'll be talking you through synchronising your breathing with your movement today, because when we breathe, we're moving all our ribs up and out, we're moving our abdominals, so really by engaging our breathing muscles, you're just making your activity that little bit more connected. So, hands nice and relaxed. I want you to just take your shoulders down. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, a bigger breath this time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Just settle into that position. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, this time, as you breathe in, lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears, big breath in, and as you exhale, push them all the way down as far as you can. Push down through your elbows, through your hands, into the arms of the chair or your laps. Big breath in, shoulders up, all the way up to your ears, big breath out, elbows down, hands on your lap. Last time, big breath in with your shoulders coming all the way up to your ears. And breathe out, taking those shoulders down. Okay, think about where your shoulders are, and I want you to put some pressure down through your hands. Feel the tightness in your arms and the tightness in your body. You've activated all these muscles around your trunk and the muscles in your arms. Push down through your feet into the floor and think about the muscles in your legs and in your feet, all four corners of your feet, your heel, either side of your heel, your big toe and your pinky toe. All of that you should be feeling on the foot plate of your wheelchair or on the floor or on a little step if you're using a step today. Okay, and relax. Okay. This time I want you to take your nose, keep it where it is, nice and steady in this line, and draw a line all the way round with your nose and look over your shoulder. And all the way back, and look over your other shoulder with your big breath in. And as you breathe out, come back to the front. Again, big breath in. And big breath out. As you come back round to front. Again, breathe in and breath out. Last time, activating all these breathing muscles as you look over your shoulder, and breathe out as you come back to the front. And opposite way, big breath in, and as you come out, breath out. As you're breathing in, you should feel your chest rising and your whole torso filling up with air. And when you breathe out, I want you to think about pulling your tummy in. So as you breathe in, tummy comes out. As you breathe out, tummy comes in. That's diaphragmatic breathing. And I want you to think about that as we go through our breath cycle. This time we're going to going to take our head ear to shoulder in this direction. But I want you to start off thinking about this shoulder. Push the shoulder down towards your chair. Take your ear over to your opposite shoulder. Really feel that big stretch going right down as far as you feel comfortable. And back up. We're going to go to the same side again. Shoulder goes down. Breathe in. Tummy out. And as you breathe out, we're coming back up. Last time. Shoulder down. Breathe in. Head over. Just hold it here just for a little minute. Enjoy that big stretch. Enjoy that feeling of that muscle being stretched out as it goes all the way down. It connects your ear all the way down through your neck into your shoulder. Feel that stretch. As you breathe out, come back. Okay, we're going to do it all to this side. This shoulder goes down. Breathe in. Head over. And breathe out. Come back up. Again. Shoulder down, breathe in. And out. Again. Shoulder down, breathe in. And we're going to hold it there. And you're going to enjoy that stretch, that lovely feeling, that big stretch going all the way down into your shoulder. Think about that whole muscle and have another breathing cycle here. Breathe in and your tummy goes out. And breathe out and your stomach comes back in. And as you breathe out, come back up. That was really good. Well done. Okay, I want you to shimmy forward in your chair so that your buttocks are on the chair. Think about taking this hand onto the chair behind you. Take the other hand to your legs. Now as you come round, you might want to bring that leg across, but I want you to keep your leg here because that keeps your pelvis aligned. So keep your leg here, use your muscles to push against that hand and come all the way round and look over your shoulder, all the way round. Hold it here, big breath in. And as you exhale, pull yourself a little further round into that stretch. Amazing, well done. Big breath in. As you exhale, unravel yourself and bring yourself all the way round. Okay, we're going to do it this way now. So, take your hand behind you on the chair, other hand to the outside of your leg. Remember, let your leg work a little bit here too, don't be pulling it across. And I want you to take a big breath in and turn all the way round and look over your shoulder, all the way round. Hold it there. Now, I want you to think about that feeling that's in your torso, right up to your neck. Big breath in, and as you exhale, push round a little bit further into that stretch. Well done. Big breath in, and unravel and come all the way back to the front again. Good job, that was good. That's a lovely stretch for your torso. We're going to do it once more to each side. Take your hand behind you on the chair, other hand to your leg. Big breath in. And as you get that breath in, you're keeping that space between your shoulders and your ear, and you're looking all the way around over your shoulder. Breathe out. As you breathe back in, nice and tall, and once again, breathe out and just go a little bit further, a little bit deeper into that stretch. Breathe in once more. As you breathe out, come all the way around. And remember, keep thinking about your legs. Don't let yourself push your leg across because that's what you want to do. Keep using the muscles in that leg to keep that leg where it is. Hand goes behind you, hand to the opposite leg. Space between your shoulder and your ear. Big breath in, come all the way around. Look over your shoulder. As you know, you should have breathed out. Your breath should be back out, but I'm going to ask you to take another breath in. And as you breathe in, come a little bit further. Remember, you're keeping your legs where you are. You're not letting your knees come together. And one more breath in. And unravel yourself, come all the way back round. Nice job. Okay, staying where you are, I want you to think about just slouching down. So just letting your shoulders come forward, hands go in. Nice big slouch into that position. Breathe in, shoulders back, and down, up nice and tall. Okay, and as you breathe out, you're coming down and forward, nice big slouched position here. I'll just come to the side so you can see what I'm doing. And as you breathe in, shoulders are coming back, and you're up nice and tall. One more, breathe out, shoulders come down and forward. Breathe in, shoulders come back and down. Okay, well done. Okay, let's think a little bit now about our bodies. I want you to think about, we're going to do this kind of crossing the midline with our elbows. So we're going to take our elbow to our knees, and crossing the midline is really good to engage all these muscles here, really good for your balance. So we're starting off going this way. So take your elbow to the outside of your knee and back up. And over the other side, elbow to knee and back up. And again, that's 4 and up. 3 and up. 2. Okay, and last one. Okay, we're going to stick with that movement because that's a really important movement, and if you've come to see me at clinic before, you'll know that we talk a lot about crossing the midline. This time we're going to go a wee bit further. If you were comfortable with what you were doing, stick with Sarah, who will just take her elbow over to her knee. If you want to try it a little bit more, you're going to take your hand to the outside of your ankle like Rebecca and I. So hand goes all the way over, right down to the floor, to the outside of the ankle, and back up. Other hand over, down to the ankle, and back up. Here we go. And then to the other side. Well done. That's 4 and up. That's 3 and up. 2. Okay, here's your last one. Stick with it. Well done. Good job. Okay, and you're only going as far as you feel comfortable. The next one, this time it's up to you what you want to do. You can make it a little bit harder, like Sarah, who will have her hands just at the back of her head, or like Rebecca and I, who will take her hands down. We're going to go to this side first, touching the floor. Are you ready? Here we go. Over and up. Over and up. And again. Over and up. Breathing out and in. And in. And in. And in. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Well done, good job. Okay, let's think about our legs. We're just going to start off by pushing our leg out and in, and then the other one out and in. And as you push your leg out, try and get it straight if you can. If you can get it to here, that's perfect. That's all you need to do. Okay, you're only taking it as straight as you can, because remember, you're always working within your own ability. Straight and down. And as you straighten your leg, pull the toes up and really push the kneecap down. For 8, 7, okay, breathing out, breathing out. 4, 3, 2. Well done. Okay, this time keeping your legs where they are, let's just put your hands either on the chair beside you or on the arms of your chair, but just somewhere beside you. And don't grip onto the chair. What I want you to do is just to push your hands through it. Push your hands through the chair and just give yourself, I want you to feel that active muscle in your arms, and then relax. Push down through the chair and relax. And this time, as you push down through the chair, push your shoulders down. Okay, keep that space between your ear and your shoulder and relax. Let's just do 4 like that. 4, Okay, and this time, I want you just to hold it there. Now, if your arms are on the arms of the chair and your arms are a little bit higher up, that's absolutely fine. You're still pushing down through the arms and activating these muscles. I want you to hold it there. Think of your breath cycle. Breathe in, tummy goes out. Breathe out, tummy in. One more breath cycle. You're doing really well. And relax. Okay, keep your arms here, but you don't need to worry about the weight going through them. Can you raise your knee up and down? Raise your knee up and down. 8, 7. As you pull your knee up, thinking about pushing your back into the back of the chair, so you're engaging these tummy muscles. 4, 3, 2. Well done. Good job. Okay. This time, now I know that some of you will have difficulty lifting your feet up, particularly if you've got a drop foot. But I want you to stick with this and even think about, even if you can't do the movement, I want you to think about activating those muscles that do the movement. So whether you're thinking about that, pulling your feet up and then pushing your toes down, I want you to do that with me. So the feet come up, only heels are on the ground, toes are down, heels are up. So you're really moving these feet, the kind of walking motion that we would do, and you're rocking them back and forth. If you find this too hard, what I would suggest to you is just push through your feet and then relax, and then push through your feet and then relax. Okay, but just keep coming with me here if you can. 8, 7. Remember keeping your head upright. Nice space between your shoulders and your ears. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Well done. Okay, good job. Okay, let's think about our arms. We've done a little bit there with our legs, a little bit with our trunk, we've done a little bit with our arms, but we're going to do a wee bit more. Okay, just starting off with your hands, place them onto your legs, and I want you to stretch out your fingers and push through your hands. So push through your hands and relax. Push through your hands and relax. Just do 2 more like that. And relax. And last one. And relax. Okay, can you make a fist? And then stretch out. Make a fist. And then stretch out, just whatever range you have. If you're moving to here and here, perfect. You're still moving your joints, you're moving your muscles, and it's all about movement. You know, our bodies were made to move, and we move all the time. Even when we're talking, we're moving the breath in and out of our lungs, we're moving our face, our body. To communicate, we need to move. Everything we do involves movement. So, even if it's only a little bit of movement that you are doing, your body is saying thank you, thank you, thank you, because our bodies were meant to move. So just keep going. Now, if you have to use your hands to do this, to pull the fingers out, give them a little hand to push them in, that's fine. You're doing great. Okay, just keep it going. Okay. Can you circle your hands all the way in one direction, and you might hear our wrists creaking during this, and I'm pretty sure I can hear yours as well. Okay, so all the way one way, and then all the way in the other direction. Lovely, well done. Clasp your hands together, take your hands apart, and then take them together. Take them apart and together. Take them apart and together. 4 more. 4. Remember, keep your shoulders down. 3, 2. Well done. Give them a little shake. Shake them out. Okay, from here, I want you to think about taking your hands up to your shoulders and then turning your hands round and putting them flat on your lap. Up to your shoulders. So you're doing a little bit of work here with your forearms as well as your elbows. Okay, we're doing a kind of double movement here. It's quite nice when we can add in these different movements. And movements like this that involve rotation Any movement that involves rotation is really good because you're activating a lot of different muscles. That's why I quite like these movements of your core. Okay, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, keep your hands here, elbows up. What I want you to start thinking about now is we're going to take our hand out to the side and back, to the side and back. Okay, all the way out and back, all the way out and back. And reach and back. And I really want you to get your shoulders going here. Reach and reach. I'm going to do 8 more. 8, 7. You're really reaching across. 4, 3, 2. Well done. Okay, give your hands a little shake again. This time we are going to take our hands all the way up. Now you might need to have your hands together to do this, or you might just want to keep your fingers spread apart and take them up above your head, okay? So you're either going to clasp your hands and do it together and down, or you'll just take your hands all the way up above your head and down. Okay, 8 and down. Breathing out and in. 4, and as we reach up, our whole body is stretching. Just 2 more, stick with me. And here's our last one. Well done, good job. Okay. What I want you to do is now just give your shoulders a wee circle, lift them all the way up, back, down. So you're coming up, back and down, up, back and down, up, back and down. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Okay. Okay, that has been a bit more activity, I hope, than you may have been doing. It's all about doing a little bit more than you did the day before. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with us. I'm just going to finish off with a couple of big deep breaths in through the nose and out, and as you breathe out, shoulders are coming down. Big breath in. Last time. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.